Welcome to the 2023 Wiscasset Speedway race season. This LCTV broadcast is brought to you by Coastal Auto Parts Napa and Elevation Station. Coastal Auto Parts Napa, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. capnapa.com. Elevation Station, 132 Waldoboro Road in Jefferson, Maine. We have premium medicinal cannabis and accessories to get you on track. Elevation Station, 132 Waldoboro Road in Jefferson, Maine. All aboard!
Hello and welcome. This is Ken Minot, track announcer and promoter of Wiscasset Speedway, and welcome to LCTV's weekly Racing Recap, giving you highlights of last weekend's racing action at Maine's biggest and fastest racetrack. Before we throw the green flag, let's go to the pits for this week's driver spotlight interviews. Here's Wiscasset Speedway assistant announcer Nick Huff.
Elevation Station is here to answer all your cannabis questions. Stop by today on Route 32 in Jefferson, open 9 to 9, 7 days a week.
Coastal Auto Parts Napa, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. capnapa.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back to Wiscasset Speedway with Group 1, and we got the Osmond father and son duo. You guys have already had one Super Street race on the first week, and it's not like you guys were one in the back and one in the front. You guys, I think father actually passed Brett in the first Super Street race, right? So how's that been?
I mean, I wouldn't be proud of that. I found a lot of issues with the car. The car is new, so we got the issues worked out. Now we're really close to speed. So, I mean, I got to get used to it. He's just another competitor. I know he'll treat me that way. So.
But you're not afraid to beat him, right?
No, because if I don't, I won't hear the end of it. So.
Is that true, Brett?
That's true.
You're gonna do all the trash talking?
I usually do.
he has for a while now, but he knows.
All right, so it's James and Brett. And James, you've been doing the Coastal Race Fabrication as kind of a side gig.
A hobby, really.
A hobby business.
Yeah.
Is it ever going to be full-time, you think?
I don't know. I just do it for friends, and we trade off labor and stuff. I mean, I'd like to make a go of it someday, but I don't want to do it because I'm worried I'll get burned out of it. Because I still love race cars, and I don't know. You see some of these guys that do the chassis, and they don't even come to the track anymore, and it's I don't know. It's to be determined next year or two. So.
Yeah, of course. You don't want it to get to that point, but you guys are running 2 Supers on Group 1, and then Brett's running the late model in Group 2, right? You're not running anything on Group 2, right? So, Brett, how's the late model going?
It was good until I got tossed.
What happened? I forgot about it.
Had a half-degree camber in the right rear, which is how we bought the car.
Right, we didn't know. We didn't know it was in there. I mean, yeah, him and I owned that car together. We bought it off Logan Melcher. Not blaming Logan.
No.
I mean, I should have looked, So we had a half-degree camber pin, and they did their job. And Tech's doing great this year, and I'm all for it if they're gonna do it to everybody. So I'm good with it.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So how did you finish?
Finished
5th, and you got booted in Tech for excessive camber.
Yeah. That is right.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we're not allowed any, and it had 0.5 degree. So.
No camber in a late
Not
model?
on the right rear.
Oh, rear.
Yeah,
Okay,
rear.
makes sense. No rear camber. Yeah. That totally makes sense for me. All right, so, well, Osmond boys, how's the cars going today? Brett?
Better than it was last time. Hopefully we can get a good run today.
We've been, I think, top 3 in the speed charts. They feel comfortable, so we'll see. We're starting right near each other in the heat, so we'll see. This might be the first time we actually get to race, so, without one of us having handling issues or whatnot. So this should be a good time.
All right, look forward to it, guys. Good luck today.
Thanks.
Next up, Noah Haggett. He's got a Brett Osmond t-shirt on as well, so you sporting the Coastal Race Fabrication setup?
Oh yeah, James helped us out quite a bit, but me and Brett have been friends since we were little kids, so that's why I got it on.
When are you going to get your own t-shirts?
Hopefully soon, but maybe. We'll see.
All right, Noah Haggett in the number 54 Super. Is this your second year running Supers?
I ran 2 or 3 races last year, but
basically a rookie season for you, right?
Yep, pretty much, yeah.
How you liking it?
It's going pretty good so far. We got a top 5 the first week, but still a lot to gain, so we'll see. Hopefully it goes a little better this week. It feels better, so just lacking bite off the corner, but hopefully I think we've got it figured out a little better. So.
Is the track warmer, greasier than previous weeks?
Yeah, it was wicked loose last week, and we tightened the car up, so it feels pretty good. But times are slower, but everyone is, and we're right up there on the charts, so hopefully it stays that way.
It looks really good out there, Noah. Some good pictures of it digging really good out on the track. Great looking graphics, and I did see you making some passes. I don't think you were going backwards. You were climbing to the front slowly but steady, so hopefully a little bit better today.
Yeah, hopefully we'll gain a few spots this week and go from there.
All right, good luck today, Noah.
Thank you.
Next up, we got the 84 Pro Stock, Jamie Wright, and just told me to, my knowledge that you changed the motor the night before the first week, 2 weeks ago.
Yes, we came over here Friday afternoon and we made a grand total of 16 laps. Great. And going into 3, it just started to come apart and lock the rear tires up. And thankfully, we had the old motor sitting underneath the bench and dragged it out, changed everything over, and made it here for opening day. Didn't really have a whole lot of time to try anything new, get any bugs worked out, but still happy with 4th. Car came back in one piece, not even a scratch on it, which is a first. Everything worked out relatively good, minus the motor, but yeah.
Well, going into turn 3, and you said locking up the wheels and blowing a motor, did it come close to hitting the wall or anything? Because that can definitely be a hairy situation.
Yeah, it felt like it. Usually when you get sideways enough and you stand on the throttle, you kind of push yourself off the wall, but it doesn't work when the motor's not running. But thankfully, I think I was a groove or so off the wall and ended up down at the bottom of the track, and kept all the fenders and clips and everything intact, so that's a good part.
That's more than a couple of other people could say about week 1, right?
Yeah, it sucks to show up opening day and end up with a bent clip.
For sure. All right, Jamie. Well, how's she going today?
It's going pretty good. We made some changes. Actually got some practice time this week. Yeah. And hopefully it lasts the whole 40 laps.
She lasted the whole 40. Oh, so did you put the good motor back in for this week?
No, this is still the old motor. I think it's got like 5 seasons on it. It's a little down on power, but no, it runs, and we'll see how it works.
So when do you expect to get the new motor in? You getting it freshened up, rebuilt, or whatever?
Unsure at this point. I don't think that old one, there's much saving that. There's not much left of it.
So this one might stay in for the whole season?
Hopefully not. It's really down on power.
All right, Jamie Wright.
Let's send things down to Nick.
All right, Zachary, take it away.
Drivers, start your engines.
All right, boogity, boogity, boogity.
To the attention of Chief Starter Nate Sennett. The Sweats Concrete Thunder 4 Minis. Chess Williams having difficulty getting that 46 car up to speed. Luckily he didn't get run over. Everybody shuffles down the back chute to turn number 3. Michael Golding will lead him first time around. Mickey Landry second. Ryan Stillwell with company in the rearview mirror. Gunnar Jocelyn and Bruce Hall Jr. side by side for position behind him. That's for 4th and 5th. Another side-by-side battle behind them. Audette's thinking about 3 wide on the front stretch, and he will do it up to the top side into turn 1. Can't find any grip out there, so he's got to settle it back in behind. And we got a spin over in turn number 4. And that'll bring out the first caution of the race. Hair remain the same. Golding and Landry ready to get back at it with 2 laps complete. Again, Chess Williams having a little difficulty getting that 46 car up to speed, but he'll find high gear and try to keep pace with the rest. In the meantime, Golding looking strong in the early going. Audette's kind of mired in traffic right now. Jocelyn nearly gets run over in the 25. He drops anchor up on the high side, loses about 4 spots, and that opens up the high side for Audette up to 4th now. Looks like problems for Ricky Austin in the 42 as well. He's off the pace. Austin coming off a strong run in the early going on opening day. Now, just to let you know, we got a spin up to the top of turn 4. It's the 17 again, second time for him. And third strike may find him being shown the exit. We're ready to get back at it. Green flag is back out. Landry got a good jump on him that time and takes the lead. And here comes Audette along the high side. Zach Audette with a strong run into turn 3. Can't quite clear him yet. Trouble for Ryan Stillwell. Hang on to that, son. The beauty of front-wheel drive, you can just keep that thing matted and it'll drag the car right down into the corner for you. That could have been scary spinning in front of the field. So it's Landry and Audette 1-2. Then comes the 26 of Golding. He's got company now in Cook on the outside. Now, just for a little housekeeping, that 7 car that's in the lead is Shane Weber's new car that Shane actually ran on opening day to a top 3 finish. Landry fit better in that car, so they made a switch. Landry's got the new car. Shane Weber's back in his old car, and he's paying the price right now, back in 8th position. Stillwell's going to call it a race and head down pit road. 10 laps complete this time by the stripe. Audette working over the back end of that number 7 car. No contact, but definitely putting the pressure on the kid in the 7. And Landry overdrives the corner, sweeps up, and Audette says thank you very much. Zach Audette takes the lead. He was the top winner in this class last year, looking to go 2 for 2 here in 2023. In the meantime, Derek Cook as well. Cook in the 88C finished in 3rd on opening day, so you're looking to possibly have the same 3 cars in victory lane that were there 2 weeks ago, but a different driver in the 7. The car's ready to get back to victory lane, just a different driver. They'll work their way around the number 29 of Kyle Moore. That puts us down to 9 cars on the lead lap. Next one in the sights is Chess Williams in the number 46. Working the passing flag on him. Just let him know the leaders are coming. Hold your line. Closest battle right now is for that 3rd position. Derek Cook in the 88C being chased just a car length back by Mike Golding. Again, happy that he made the decision to bring that backup car today. Is that thing doing much better than his primary ride did 2 weeks ago. 4-car breakaway for the lead pack. Then you go back to the 57 of Bruce Hall Jr. He's holding down 5th in that second group that includes Donnie Fletcher and Gunnar Jocelyn. Halfway this time by. These guys looking to possibly have a bigger 50-lap race later on this season. Division sponsor Spencer Sweat's been working on trying to put that deal together to get some extra money in the purse for those guys. The interval now is 1.17 seconds. Zach Audette starting to stretch out the advantage over Mickey Landry. Things still pretty tight in that battle for third. Golding's not letting the 88 car get too far away. They're separated by just 0.2 of a second. Golding drives it deep into turn 4, nearly got to the back bumper. They are pretty near a half a track behind that fourth place car. The fifth place car of Bruce Hall, that is half a track behind the 26 of Golding running fourth. Almost bonus time. Derek Cook ready to make his move in the 88C, looking to the inside of Mickey Landry. They'll go door to door, wheel to wheel for second. And we are headed to bonus time. 25 laps down, 10 bonus laps now coming for Zach Audette and the rest of the Thunder 4 mini field. Cook trying to reload for another try in the 7 car. In the meantime, protecting that third spot from Golding. Golding so close but so far from that final podium position. Shane Weber, the next car in danger of going a lap down. Weber running in 8th right now over there in turn 3 and 4. And Zach Audette's within a straightaway now of the champ. The battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th starting to heat up once again. Mickey Landry coming back to racing after running super streets for a little bit too. Little contact between Golding and Cook. And Zach Audette about to put the division champion a lap down as they get over to turn 3 and 4. Don't remember the last time Shane Weber had that happen to him. Still a good battle here for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Those 3 cars have not been separated by much or pretty much the whole race. Bruce Hall a car length ahead of the Donnie Fletcher in the 88, that red number 88, along with Gunnar Jocelyn in the 25. Zach Audette's advantage now is up over 3 seconds. Actually 3.8 seconds the advantage now as laps continue to wind down. Audette ready to get the popsicle sticks for 2 laps to go. Again, we'll keep an eye on that battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. 2 of those 3 cars looking to grab spots in victory lane. Don't have room for all 3 of them. Final time down through turn 3 and 4. Checkered flag is up, and Zach Audette goes 2 for 2. And Mickey Landry, nice job holding off Cook and Golding in that number 7 car to secure the second place trophy. Derek Cook, second week in a row for him to finish top 3.
Coastal Auto Parts Napa. Owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. capnapa.com.
Cross the finish line and get into the winner's circle with Elevation Station, your one stop for all your medicinal cannabis needs. Medical cards are available on site with same-day service, so roll out to the station in Jefferson, Maine today. Elevation Station, all aboard!
All right, same 3 cars in Victory Lane, although one driver switch. Hopping out, making it 2 for 2, Mr. Excitement, Zach Audette. Zach, we made you work a little harder for this one. I know you like passing cars.
Absolutely. I have a blast in this class, so it's good to race with Mickey. I've derbied with him. I mean, he's a good driver. I'm glad he's here. Glad Derek got third again. That's what it's all about, here to have fun with your friends.
Who are we thanking today?
I got to thank my wife and my entire crew, Sweats Concrete, just everybody that's here, the fans. It wouldn't be possible without you guys.
All right, great job. Zach Audette goes 2 for 2. Second win of the season already. Mickey Landry, come on over. I guess talking to boss and letting you use this car paid off for you. The car's back in Victory Lane, but we got a different driver. This thing was going really well for you today.
Yeah, it was horrible in the heat. I swung a bunch of stuff at it, and it worked. I got off the bottom over here, and he got underneath me.
I know he would work on that for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Who you want to thank today?
Shane Weber, Squirrel, he's awesome. He's on go all the time. All the sponsors on the car. It was a last-minute thing last week. He asked me to drive it, and here I am.
All right, great job. Mickey Landry Jr. bringing it home there. It says Squirrel Jr. I thought we'd call him Chipmunk or something. But Derek Cook, welcome back. Third again, but a much more eventful race for you this time. You and Golding and Mickey put on a great race.
Yeah, that was definitely some of the funnest racing I've been in in a while. I'd like to thank Coastal Auto Parts for throwing this on. I'd like to thank Shane Weber. This is his car, and it's awesome he's let me run it. I'd like to thank my girlfriend, Mariah, Tuttle Auto, everybody else that helps. And yeah, it was fun.
All right, great job right there. Derek Cook bringing it home in third. Mickey Landry second. And Zach Audette, second-time winner already here in the Thunder 4 Minis, sponsored by Sweats Concrete.
We appreciate the wicked good vintage racers coming on board for our Flex division this week. We're going green. Wicked good Outlaws. Marco Gilbert, the heat race winner. Side by side with Kevin Sherman. We got tire smoke and 2 cars hard in the wall. I believe an engine may have expired. That was my initial guess. Some heavy smoke down the straightaway from the inside 44 car, and he collected Kevin Sherman. Kevin Sherman up on his roof. And then James Osmond might have got a little bit of it, had nowhere to go on the 75 car.
Yeah, not sure if Doug Picard took any damage on that either. He's up there in the 61. Actually, Doug had a really hard wreck on the backstretch here a couple years ago, going red flag to get our safety crew out there. Kevin Sherman is out of the number 86. And our safety crew over there talking to our driver of the 44. All right, our head EMT, Tanya Bailey, letting us know both drivers are okay. All the safety gear doing its job. Even with these vintage race cars, they got to have all the proper safety gear. James is going to take one more ride through the speedy dry over there in turn 1 to make sure. These guys turning laps just about 20 seconds. I think they might be taking a little easy this time to make sure they finish this race. A little faster that time, 18.9 seconds, about a 72 mile per hour average. They'll get the halfway marker this time by the stripe. As I said, shortening it down to a 10-lap sprint for these two cars. James Osmond pulling it up alongside. Up on the high side, trying to work his way around the one car. He'll complete the pass. Now you see him starting to stretch the legs on that number 73. Chief scorer Chris White telling him 2 laps to go next time by the stripe. I guess James Osmond saying enough leg stretching. I'm going to race door to door with this guy again. Get 1 lap to go this time. Osmond will settle it back in behind and be the gentleman. Let the checkers fly on the number 1, Paul Sauquette. All right, our top 2 are down here in victory lane. Let's send things down to Nick Huff with your top 2.
Yeah, thank you, Ken, and thank you to these diehard, wicked good racers for toughing it up and sticking it out. Paul Sauquette's going to climb out, and I know he'd love to hear you cheer. Let me hear it, folks. Paul Sauquette. Hey, Paul, why is there a different name up there?
Because I got the car from Neil Martin. Oh. He's the one that put it together.
All right, there's definitely a distinct engine tone. What is this, a straight 6?
Straight 6.
How big of a CI?
I think it's 292.
All right, man. Did you have fun out there? Who do you got to thank?
I want to thank Tucker Automotive and Coastal Auto Parts, Napa Auto Parts for putting this on today. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Paul Sauquette, one more time. Yeah, and that's right, Gentleman James here. He'll have one more go at it in the Super Street. Did you have fun out there? I think you had a bird's eye view of that big incident in turn 1.
I did, yeah. The 44 just slammed the side of Kevin, and then after that it was Kevin's tie rod broke and he couldn't turn, and it just got ugly. So he'd kind of been riding high all night. I was kind of hoping Kevin wouldn't stay out there, but it happened, and hopefully he's all right and everybody's all right. So,
anybody you want to thank, James?
I want to thank John and Lorraine Rice. Nick, everybody that helped today down there. That's the hardest I've ever seen him drive that thing. So I was like, you know what? I've won a few of these. I'll just see if I can set a fast lap or 2, go up in the speedy dry, maybe make sure it's good for the pro stocks, and let him take that original car to the front. So that was pretty cool.
All right, there it is. James Osmond and Paul Sauquette. One more, James?
Yeah, I talked to the owners earlier. I'd like to give that trophy to a young fan. I don't know if you guys want to do like a trivia question or a kids club thing, but they can have it. And if I got any young fans out there, it's give it away, do whatever you want with it.
All right, we'll figure something out. We don't want everybody to come clobbering down here all at once, so we'll try to figure something
I'll
out.
give it right back to you.
As the Pro Stocks roll on out for the pace laps.
We're ready to go racing with the Norm's Used Cars Pro Stocks. Sun behind a cloud just in time to hammer down with the Pro Stocks. Calvert and Beers side by side. Melcher waits in third. Beers hanging tough up on the high side. But Melcher starting to fill that low spot, so Beers is going to have to earn his keep on the outside. 3 wide down the front chute to turn 1. St. Clair through the middle. Top 2 in the class go wheel to wheel. A little further back for 7th and 8th. Nick Calvert leading the train down the backstretch. Logan Melcher got a little out of shape in the 41, had to gather it back. Beers settles down to third. Jamie Wright fourth, just ahead of the top 3 from last race. Hinckley runs in 5th. Douglas 6th, St. Clair 7th. Logan Melcher starting to set up shop on the high side of Nick Calvert. Calvert's strong here in the early going today. That heat race paying dividends as he gets to lead the troops down to turn 3. Little space now back to the third place car of Matty Beers. Nobody under 15 seconds yet. The track's still a little greasy. Josh St. Clair trying to make things happen on the high side. He drives around Nick Hinckley, put the 14 car up into 5th. You don't drive around Hinckley on the outside too often, but St. Clair making it happen. He moves into 5th. Douglas ready to jump to the outside for a try on the 2-time champ. Calvert goes wide. Overdrove turn 4, and there goes Logan Melcher underneath to grab the lead. Fast cars trying to make their way through the field. Calvert back to second, Beers third, and St. Clair up another spot into third, up into 4th. That puts Jamie Wright back to 5th. Hinckley is 6th. Douglas biding his time in 7th. St. Clair hitting that setup nicely. Not waiting around. He's setting up on the outside of Matty Beers going for 3rd. Strong run outside for the 14. The birthday boy now up into the 3rd spot. Beers shuffled back to 4th. Jamie Wright holding on to the 5th position. St. Clair, the fastest on the track right now, picks off another one. Gets by Nick Calvert. Now sets his sights on Melcher, a few car lengths ahead. St. Clair a 10th faster at the line that time. Melcher the 15.25, St. Clair 15.16. Kevin Douglas struggling to find grip on the outside, but has a good run out of turn 2 that time on the outside of Nick Hinckley. The champ is struggling a bit. That rear end bouncing around a lot in that number 18. St. Clair continuing to close up that interval. Halfway this time by, 20 laps down, 20 to go. St. Clair's been a tenth faster than the leader each of the last 5 laps. He's closed it up now within a car length. St. Clair is hooked up. And now pressuring the race leader. They've got the 88 of Getchell they got to get by. Melcher trying to get a good angle into the corner and run the straightaway a little bit wider so he can get good entry into the corner, but St. Clair has got that car glued to the bottom. Oh, trouble into turn number 1. And what a piece of driving from these guys to avoid that 88. You see, it blew a fuse. I think that, I don't know if that's the full motor or just the radiator, but we got a lot of fluid over there in turn 1.
And the sun has set. It's time to go Saturday night racing at Wiscasset Speedway.
St. Clair and Melcher. St. Clair drives out around the 41 and takes the lead. Melcher to second, and here comes Hinckley up in the third. Douglas to fourth. Calvert shuffled back to fifth. Daniel Harding runs sixth. He's there in the middle of the pack, just ahead of Miller Buzzell. A little bit of breathing room now for the number 14. And 10 laps to go at the stripe for Josh St. Clair, Logan Melcher, and Nick Hinckley. Pretty near identical times. St. Clair, Hinckley, and Douglas all with 15-1s. Douglas with some clear racetrack, but not really pulling in that lead trio. Nick Calvert trying to pick up his first top 5 in a pro stock. He's got Daniel Harding, the rookie, in the 38, chasing him. Trouble over in turn number 4. 5 to go, and the pace car heads back in. St. Clair and Melcher. Logan will stay up on the high side. May have to because Hinckley's coming up down on the low side. Logan hanging tough, but he's got a stout order with the 15 and the 14. Douglas trying to hook onto that train as well. Daniel Harding able to grab the 5th spot away from Nick Calvert. This time by 2 laps to go, and a good side-by-side battle for second. Give that one to Melcher by 28/100ths of a second over Nick Hinckley. 1 lap to go, 3/8 of a mile. Melcher again. Strong run out of turn 2, but can't clear him. Hinckley comes back. St. Clair will get the win. Josh St. Clair with the win, his 3rd overall here in 2023. And what a birthday present to himself. Josh St. Clair coming home with the win, and Nick Hoff's got your top 3 down at Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane.
And we'll give him the abbreviated version. Happy birthday, dear Josh. Happy birthday to you. Josh, what a run. Good racing with Logan.
Yeah, that was good. It's good to see a couple new cars right up in the front. You know, that speaks a lot for Jeff Taylor race cars, and Nick's is one too. So big thanks to him. This is a new one during the off season, and boy, it was so worth it. I got to thank all my guys over there, Barry, Dylan, Matt, Sam, Nate, all of them. My father, my grandfather. This one's pretty awesome, man. There's a lot of hours in this baby.
I bet. Nice run, Josh St. Clair. He's going to draw off our winning 50-50 ticket, but first, let's move on to Logan Melcher. Nice job, man.
Everyone cheer!
Yeah, I know you got a great fan section, and it was a little bit of heartbreak on opening day, but a nice runner-up finish today.
Yeah, opening day was nothing what I wanted anyway, from the heat to the feature to nothing. It weren't my day, and I ruined other people's day, and I can't go back on it. I just can improve myself from here. We took this thing to Jeff Taylor this week. He built it over the winter. And he just wanted to go through it again. He went through it with me. He taught me a lot. He really learned a lot of things that I had to apply today, and it really showed. But if you're going to lose one, you know me, I lead every pro stock lap there is here, except for the last 5. So that's okay. I'll keep the streak going. But if you're going to lose it, you lose it to one of Wiscasset's greatest of all time. I guess you can't really be sad. But I'll hurry this up, man. I got to thank TNL Automotive. It's my shop. Randy Schmidt over there, he's crew chief, he's the guy. Donnie Fletcher runs Thunder 4, he works with us, he did a lot of work with this with me too. My dad, I mean, you know what it's like. My grandparents, my wife, my son's here. My son finally got to be here for a trophy, so that's pretty cool. Scotty Hall, Scott Hall, Wendy, Eli, just everybody that's in the pits right now. I can't thank them all enough. Dash Hill Transportation, Don Frechette, boss. My Uncle Kurt, my spotter, did flawless. I know it's a big list, and I got to thank Nick Huff. Some stranger put the nuclear fire together for me, so it all looks good.
All right, Logan Melcher, definitely ecstatic, find himself in victory lane. And then Nick Hinckley, back-to-back top 3s, and great racing and sportsman-like racing there with Logan. I mean, last lap stuff can happen, and you kept it clean.
Yeah, no, it was good hard racing there. I kind of had flashbacks there. I think it was me, Josh, and Logan on the front row there at the end of last year when we ended up in the concrete, but no, good hard racing with Logan. Really wanted the second, but I got a little loose there, and he slipped by. But just got to thank everybody down in the pits. Ideal Portable Toilets for helping me out so much. My wife, my kids, and I guess that's it.
Nice job, Nick Hinckley, rounding out the podium this evening.
Pace cars in, and here they come out of turn number 4, ready to get this one underway. And that Ford Edsel getting out in front like it did in the heat race as well. Dave Foster leading the way. Keith Smalley, I hope he makes it up in victory lane. He's always an entertaining interview. Usually drives the 420, driving his grandson's car today. "19-second laps for these guys, 70 mile per hour average around this 3/8 mile speedway. Again, just having a little fun rolling back the clock to some great race cars that turn laps around these tracks in the Northeast many, many years ago. Bottom side opened up, things starting to tighten up at the front. 32 of Jim Kinney coming back to life. Some of these guys were racers back in their earlier days, and now joining a club like Wicked Good gives them a chance to tinker on race cars and turn some fast laps once in a while. Jim Kinney still in charge. Dave Foster pinned up on the high side, has second. Comes back to try to grab that spot back from Norm Judkins in the 9. Judkins running third in that number 9 car, right in the tire tracks of your race leader. Hasn't made a move yet. In the meantime, the 151 back out around to retake the lead. Keith Smalley trying to come into the picture in the number 7 on the outside, that 55 Chevy. Halfway this time by, 10 down, 10 to go. Dave Foster still holding the lead that time, but it was only by 5 1/1000ths of a second. Kinney able to get the lead for himself down the backstretch. Judkins finally got up off the bottom side of the racetrack, and he might have paid the price as the number 78 jumps up into the picture. He jumps from 5th up into 3rd. Actually, that's Parker Long in the number 87. Trying to get someone's attention. Field starting to break apart a little bit here in that pack they were running in. Dave Foster, a little bit of breathing room now. Kinney still second, got a good race there for 3rd. Parker Long in the 87. Judkins in the 9. Two laps to go. 4-car breakaway in the closing laps. They'll get white laundry this time by the stripe. Final time down through turn 3 and 4. Checkers ready to fly. And the 151 will take the win. All right, while Nick hustles down to victory lane to celebrate with our top 3. 2 more races to go. We got the 4-cylinder pros and the super streets to wrap up the show tonight. So here comes your winner. Nick's got him at victory lane.
Yeah, let him hear it. Dave Foster. Yeah, Dave Foster in the 151. Dave, did you have fun out there?
Absolutely. Great race. It was really close. We shuffled back and forth there a few times. It was close. We worked for it.
Now, were you letting them keep it tight, or were you giving it all you had?
No, that was it. He got by me once, and I had to really work really hard to catch back up again and get by him again.
Yeah, that was good stuff, Dave. Anybody you want to thank?
MDB Excavation in Searsport. My wife Betty, my 2 sons Mark and Douglas. All the fans, of course. Thanks for coming. Without your support, we wouldn't be here. And thank Team Wiscasset in its entirety and all the wicked good racers.
Certainly. Thanks for coming, Dave. Jim Kinney. You got him by 3 1,000ths of a second. It was a near photo finish with you guys. Heck of a show.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I didn't realize the 20 laps had gone by.
Did it go by faster than you thought?
Oh, yeah.
Just time flies.
Oh, geez.
When you're having fun.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Anybody you want to thank on the 32 machine?
Yeah, Delano Seafood and Takeout, Scott's Blueberries, C&J Chimney, my daughter's Dragon's Breath Pottery. I want to thank Richard and Vanessa putting on a good place for us to race. And I think that's about it.
All right, Jim Kinney with second place honors. And moving on to Norm Judkins. Pedal to the metal out of the final corner, huh?
Yeah, I guess probably. That was a fun race. Trying to get by this guy, that was fun. He's a little bit bigger than I am, so I had to be careful.
We love seeing you guys grinning from ear to ear. Anybody you want to thank on the 9 car?
My son and George Haskell of the pits. I don't have any sponsors. It's all me.
All right, that's going to do it. His son and George Haskell helping him out on the 9 car. That's your top 3 from the Wicked Good Hobby class.
Green flag is out and we are underway. McKee having trouble getting up to speed. And he ends up spinning it here into the infield in turn 1. Half-scale cars are running about 110 horsepower Mazda truck engine in them. Takes about a lap to get these cars up to full song, but they'll get around this 3/8 mile track pretty quickly. A lot of young drivers using this to launch up from go-karts. Reed Reno had been a regular over at Richmond at LST Motorsports Park in Richmond and ran 5 races in this division last year. So unfortunately not any rookie status available to him. But how about Josh Hall? Not waiting around. Hall drives around the whole field and here he goes.
I think he has a vengeance in him after that one. He's on a rampage.
Lit a fire under that kid. On a mission for sure, already out to nearly a half straightaway lead. Turned the fast lap of the race, 17.40, 77.5 mile per hour average. Did even better, doing a 17.31 that time, 77.9 miles per hour. We'll call it 78. Good battle there for second and third. Reno's got it right now, looking for his career best. Taylor Lane chasing in the 70 car. She runs in third, and Ben Burgess closing up on that pair. Burgess looking to the outside. Can't get a run, so he tucks it back in behind the 70. Half straightaway cushion for your leader. 1.5 seconds the interval. Reno all alone in second. Side by side they go for third. Taylor Lane looking for her first podium of the season. Ben Burgess running a good race on the outside of Taylor Lane for that third position, but unable to get all the way around. But Burgess gets it at the line that time, 31/100ths of a second.
I think Ben Burgess just scraped the wall that time on the backstretch. Sparks were flying and those right side tires look white. Ben Burgess scraped the wall hard last time around. He's still coming in hot on the outside though.
Halfway this time by. Ben Burgess gets it at the line again that time. Still less than 1/10 of a second separating Taylor Lane from Ben Burgess with 10 laps to go. Josh Hall looking to go 2 for 2. Zach Audette already did it tonight, winning his second of the season. And Josh Hall in command of this one. Burgess finally able to get by Taylor Lane. Now sets his sight on that second place car of Reed Reno. Reno, the fourth generation of the Reno family to race here at Wiscasset Speedway. His dad, Nick Reno, running modifieds this year. Of course, his grandfather, Steve Reno, former limited sportsman champ, and his great-grandfather, Lawrence Reno, multi-time sportsman champion and Hall of Famer. Ben Burgess showing a lot of patience, methodically working his way on the high side. Got to give kudos to young Jacoby Thacker in that number 51. They've been putting in a lot of practice, and the kid has been getting better and better each week. Still on the lead lap here in the closing laps. Burgess gets him at the line, 56/100ths of a second. Taylor Lane waiting there in fourth in case the pair up in front of her tangle. Trouble for Burgess. He got kicked out of line. Great save for the kid in the 7. Reno's got second all to himself. And now Jack McKee sneaks in there to grab third away from Taylor Lane. There goes Burgess cutting bait a little early. 2 laps to go. Looking for career best finishes for a couple of these youngsters in second and third. White flag, this time by 1 lap to go. Would be a moral victory for this young kid in the 51, Jacoby Thacker, if he can finish this one on the lead lap. Josh Hall right there. Won't pressure the kid. Hall will get the win. Josh Hall picking up his second win of the season. Let's send things down to Nick Huff in Victory Lane.
Oh, and he's definitely excited about this one. He said, that is how you do it. Josh Hall, everybody. Josh, I've seen you be pretty conservative on a normal race, but after that initial green incident, it was like you were done. You were just gonna go out there and blow the doors off of them.
Once that happened, I had no mercy at all.
No mercy.
The first thing I want to say is happy birthday to my awesome mother. And happy birthday.
Any sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Rana Cook, Custodial Crew, Barnyard Automotive, Wooden Sons, Troy Bean Trucking, Coastal Race Fabrication. Probably missing one, but I don't know.
And he went 3 wide to do it. I've never seen him go 3 wide before. He's pretty conservative usually, but he was steaming out the ears after that incident. So nice job, Josh Hall. On to second place, Reed Reno. That's a career best for you, right? You got third on opening day, I think?
Yep.
So second place run. Who do you want to thank on the 77 machine?
Midcoast Excavation, Creative Play, Child Care, Reno's Excavation, Bobberry Concrete, 3 Blondes Boat Work, AAA, Northern New England, Marty Hill and Sun Painting, JBRH Construction and Concrete, and DAR Construction.
You ever found out there she got a little squirrely on a few occasions. Were you nervous?
Yeah.
Nice saves out there by Reed Reno. And then on to Jack McKee, his career best run. Jackrabbit. Nice comeback after the early race incident. I bet you were a little bit upset about that one.
Yeah, I accidentally missed a shift on the start.
They got into the back of you hot and heavy. But a nice rebound for third place. Who do you want to thank on the 28 machine?
I want to thank Mom and my brother and Mossy Lead Spirits, Cervasis South Grill, CN Newcomb, Tryon Armory, Bentley's, Frost Garage, and I want to thank the sponsor who sponsored this race.
Oh, yes. This is Brackett's Market. So, nice job. They call him the Jackrabbit with his career best third place run.
All right, thank you very much, Nick Huff. We'll finish things up there in Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane, and the pace car ready to pick up our final division of the night. It is for the Goslin Insurance Group Super Streets. Flagman Nate Sennett turns them loose. Here we go. Everyone shuffling through. Little accordion effect on the outside, kicks a couple cars back. But Morris Young coming back in the 03. Bubba Pelton thought he had a piece of the lead, but Morris comes back to grab it back from him. Pelton will settle into second. Nick Morton is in third. There goes Brett Osmond in the 50. The champ has problems and goes down pit road early. Just 2 laps into the race. Lead trio looking strong. Then you go back to the 4th place car of Keith Drost. He's leading the next group with Noah Haggett behind him in 5th, Kevin Sherman 6th. With this handicap, you got some fast cars back in the field. Got to work their way up through traffic to claim their spot in victory lane. Keeping an eye on a couple of those right now. Ryan Ripley and Josh St. Clair hooked up on the outside. Ripley 7th, St. Clair from the back of the field already up a few spots into 8th.
Three-car breakaway for Mo Young, Richard Pelton, and Nick Morton. And then it's Keith Drost trying to fend off the hard charge of hungry competitors right behind him. Noah Haggett looks to the outside. Josh St. Clair fills the gap. Haggett's probably thinking that was a mistake. Josh St. Clair is going to crack the top 5 now away from Noah Haggett. Josh St. Clair just moments ago coming off of the Pro Stock feature win. Maybe I spoke too soon. Haggett is starting to make it work a little bit on the outside, but a bad corner 2 exit right there gets him a little sloppy on the backstretch. Haggett is sticking it out there pretty good. He's got a fender on Keith Drost. He's making it work on the high side, looking to take over 4th. Noah Haggett is going to clear. Josh St. Clair goes from the bottom to the top, and he'll move around Keith Drost as well to crack the top 5. Now it's Ryan Ripley working on the high side of Keith Drost. Side by side for 6th place. Keith Drost is falling backwards, unfortunately. Ryan Ripley is about to take that position away in the 09. Back to the front. It's Mo Young still over Bubba Pelton. And Nick Morton having a heck of a run, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Morton having a career best Super Street run so far, challenging for the leaders. Nick Morton looks to the inside of Bubba Pelton. I can't believe Bubba Pelton left the door open. Nick Morton was right there to fill the gap. Pelton fighting back strong on the high side, and he'll reclaim 2nd at halfway. Once again, Pelton a little sloppy out of corner 2, and Morton is right there to fill it. Contact is made going into 3. Sparks are flying, but they gather it back up. Nick Morton is going to clear Bubba Pelton for 2nd, and he'll make a charge for your leader, Mo Young.
First career podium ever. Laps winding down for Morris Young. Despite all his success, he's had a long streak of tough luck. He would love to turn that around today. It's been 6 years since his last win. Nick Morton looking for his first career podium. He ran a couple years of mini stock, started as a rookie last year in this class. Has one career top 5. Morton actually starting to close the gap to the race leader. 10 laps to go this time by. Looks like Bubba Pelton, that 27 car, not holding down low on the track. That's how he gave up the spot to Nick Morton. Noah Haggett, the rookie in the 54, outrunning the former champion in Josh St. Clair. St. Clair made up a lot of ground, but kind of stalled out there in 5th. He hasn't gone any further up than that. Nick Morton within a car length of the race leader. Morton peaking on the high side. He's got a wily veteran up in front of him. Morris Young knows all the tricks. And it, as I said, it's been 6 years since Young has won a race. You know he'll do whatever he can to hold on to this one. Inside the final 5. Does Nick Morton have anything for Morris Young? It pulls up tight to the rear end once again. Young stretches it back out a little bit. Couple car lengths now. Things getting heated there for the 3rd position. Pelton trying to hang on, but Noah Haggett putting on the pressure. They'll make contact in turn 1 and 2. Side by side for 3rd. And 2 laps to go. The rookie Noah Haggett gets by the top winner in the division last year. Pelton caught on the outside. St. Clair trying to get the spot away. Nick Morton on the high side now. 1 lap to go. Wheel to wheel. Morton's got a tire up alongside. Sends it into turn 3 and 4. Here they come out of turn 4. Morris Young gets the win. What is an insurance super streets going wire to wire, caution free. Celebrating tonight. It has been 6 years since he's visited Victory Lane. And Nick Morton. Confidence is a big thing with young drivers. And when you can race with a 7-time champ and nearly take the win from him, that has got to be a huge confidence builder for that young man. As well as Noah Haggett holding off the likes of Josh St. Clair and Bubba Pelton to bring that 54 car to Victory Lane. Let's head trackside. Nick's got your top 3 one final time tonight.
Yeah, an entirely new top 3 from opening day. What a race. Mo Young climbs out of the 03. First, he's struggling a little bit. First win in 6 years. Let him hear it. Mo, did you know you had that many fans? You got a huge fan section tonight.
I've had a lot of fans over the years, and the last race when you guys announced me, and I see there's still a lot of them here, and I'm glad to put on this tonight. Wow, this is my first Super Street win ever right here, so mission accomplished. I'm a happy man right now. I gotta thank James and Whitney, Maine Roofers, Jeremy, Dustin, all the guys over in the pits, Jeff, Mike Hodgkins and I, we're good friends. We shared a few notes, and we got something.
We're going to see you here on a weekly basis this year?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Nice run for Mo Young. First ever Super Street win, and first win in 6 years. Oh, man. I think we're going to keep the emotions rolling with Nick Morton's second place run. Nick, what on earth did you do to this car?
I don't know, man. We struggled all year last year with this thing. I was trying to learn how to drive it, how to work on it. We've just, everybody's so helpful, man. Congratulations to Morris. He ran a really good race. He was starting to get loose. I thought I could get him, but I didn't want to hit him. That was the last thing I wanted to do. Well, Mo's won 6 championships. There's 7 championships here. I think he's a hell of a wheel man. I got so many people I got to thank. Mo's Customs, my dad right here. He does a lot for me. I got to thank Ken York Inc., GRH and Sons Storage, Palmer's Property Care. Norman's here tonight, so we put it in victory lane for Norman. T&L Automotive, Logan Melcher, my man. Tyler Bailey, he's my spotter. He does an awesome job. I'm going to forget someone. I'm just so excited to be up here, man. We got some Super Street race, man. How about that?
Oh, yeah. First podium, and let alone a second-place run for Nick Morton. And like he said, he went to the outside of Mo Young, didn't want to punt him up off the bottom, and did it respectably. Wow. How about third place? Noah Haggett with his first Super Street podium as well. Noah, man, you were looking good out there. Did you have fun?
Oh, yeah, a lot of fun.
Getting some guys up off the inside?
Yeah, he was loose, and I didn't want to wreck him, but he opened up the bottom just enough for me to slide in there, and yeah, so.
Oh, it was all fair game. Who do you want to thank on the 54 car?
I got a lot of people to thank. I got a list right here. First off, I got to thank my dad because without him, I wouldn't be here. And he bought the car and lets me drive it. And then I want to thank everyone who helped me in the pits, my uncles and everyone else. And I got to thank Tom Cost. He buys all the tires for this. So, and then all my sponsors, K&A Property Services, Laid Back Lumber, Ace Wall Service, Coastal Automotive and Welding, Red's Eats, Bath, Wiscasset, Napa, Coastal Race Fab, the Cubby Hole Sports Pub, Ideal Portable Toilets.
All right, that's going to do it. Noah Haggett and Nick Morton with their first Super Street top 3s. Wow, what a night. Congratulations, Mo Young. And it's been a great night for sure. We'll send it back up to Ken Minot to send us home safely.
All right, thank you very much, Nick Huff. Congrats to our top 3 down there in Victory Lane. Good to see 3 new cars down there celebrating this evening. Congrats to Mo Young on his first Super Street win, first win overall in 6 years for the multi-time champ, and a couple new faces. Good to see fresh blood down there in Victory Lane as well. Great job from the Super Streets. Great job, everyone, tonight. Want to thank you guys all for packing the stands once again here at Maine's fastest track. The only question we always ask you is next time you come back, bring somebody new that has not been to the races in a long time or maybe not at all. Introduce them to how fun this is, how affordable it is for you and your family, and let's pack this place again next Saturday night. One final time on behalf of Richard and Vanessa Jordan and the entire staff here at Wiscasset Speedway, have a great rest of your weekend, and please travel safely. Good night.
Coastal Auto Parts Napa. Owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. capnapa.com. Elevation Station, 132 Waldoboro Road in Jefferson, Maine. We have premium medicinal cannabis and accessories to get you on track. Elevation Station, 132 Waldoboro Road in Jefferson, Maine. All aboard!